My name is Kerry Celestine, and I work at the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport as a department coach. From a very young age, I love sports. All sports. It doesn't matter whether it be in golf or cricket or basketball, netball, and I wanted to be a part of the sporting industry. As I grow older and I fall in love with the sciences, I decided to go into sports science, which is a field that deals with all the science that makes an athlete great. And I studied sports science at the University of Trinidad and Tobago, and also I got my master's from the University of the West Indies, Cape Hill, Barbados. I started off financing myself personally, but then when I started my program, the cost to finish the program was so high that I needed financial assistance. And because of that, I reached out to the DATAS program, which is the Department of Advanced Training and Advisory Service, for help. And there were a lot of paperwork and a lot of interviews and stuff before the funding was granted. But at the end of the day, I was able to obtain the finances to finish my degree, and I'm thankful for the DATAS program, because without them, it would have been extremely hard for me to finish my master's degree. To be honest, the process dealing with DATAS was, for me, a very smooth process. Right? Once I got the information and sent in my application, and within a couple of weeks I got a call back, and there were certain things needed to be adjusted, and I made the adjustments and stuff like that. And after that we had an interview, and it was a really nice interview where it was a smooth process. And I encourage any young person who are willing to get financial assistance to check DATAS, because I think that that's an important program if you want to achieve your education goals moving forward. University life was fun for me. Honestly, if I could get paid to study, I will study for the rest of my life. I love studying. However, saying that, it had a lot of challenges. Being in a new country, it was a little bit tricky at first, but for me, I really had a good experience. It was a lot of work, like nights I was up, like I was reading so much of research papers that I was dreaming words, you know? So I believe that whenever you set your mind to anything, once you keep pushing and you keep doing your best, you could achieve anything that you want to do. To be honest, I had fun while I was at the university. It wasn't all work. I was part of the basketball team. I traveled with the team. I took part in competitions. So it wasn't just all about studying. I also had a great campus life as well. One of the most satisfying things about my job is to see the personal growth among young people. I believe that there's a lot of young people who are looking for guidance, and they're looking for avenues where they could release or have fun, or just have somebody that they could talk to. And because of my job and because I interact with students every single day, one, I get to feel young and stay young, because I get to learn certain jargons that they use now, and I get to interact with them, and then I'm able to motivate them and guide them and show them that, hey, there's more to life than just Tobago, and help them to think bigger than Tobago. If I had to do it all over again, yes, there will be things that I would change now that I am wiser. However, I will still want to be in area of sports, because I feel most comfortable, and this is where I make my most impact. And it gives me a great sense of joy seeing a child starting off knowing nothing about sports, and then leaving almost close to an advanced level where they could go anywhere around the world and play any sport. One of the things that I did not do at the start of when I studied sports science was research this field. So in Trinidad and Tobago, it's a field that is up and coming. So I don't want people to think that if they get into the field, there will be a quick transition into a career here, because it's something that is growing. I think that in the next 5 years, you will see a lot of other sports scientists in Trinidad and Tobago. And when you look at the world has now moved to a science base. They're no longer developing athletes based on talent. It's now science. They now do research. So I think that Trinidad and Tobago now have to go along that same lines, because as we can see that Jamaica is following that line and we see the results from Jamaica. So I think that we as Trinidad and Tobago have to follow in those footsteps if we want to have more successful athletes moving forward. First and foremost, I will love to thank the DATUS program. It's a wonderful program, and also I want to thank my mother, who has been the backbone of my life. She has been supporting me all through my life. And I just want to thank my coach, Vincent Taylor. He actually showed me basketball in a different light, and because of him teaching me basketball, I was able to grow and be able to advance and being able to just be the best version of who I could be.